what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have another mail call. I've got a couple of boxes here that have been waiting here since before I left for Europe. I didn't get a chance to get into these before I left. And then after that, we still have all of these that were pickups that I got while I was in Europe. So we're gonna have to get to that too, but I wanna go ahead and get to these mail calls first. And so these are from a couple of fellow creators and a couple fellow collectors. One's from a local collector and pretty well-known YouTube creator. This is from Skip over at Skip's Diecast. I kind of know what's in here. There should only be one thing in there, so we'll go ahead and take a look at what's in there. And this is some stuff that I picked up from Nas during his last fundraiser for Ukraine. I picked up a couple of things from the fundraiser. I can't even really remember what it is that I picked up. I was more just trying to help out with the fundraiser and was just trying to grab a couple of things to help with that. So we'll go ahead and crack these open and see what's in there. But let's go ahead and start with the box from Skip and we'll see what we got inside here. So I'm gonna come over here and try to grab it so that you can get the cutting with the ulu here, the old fancy ulu. And I'm down here on the floor because I just don't have room with all of the stuff that I got sent over from that big box right there from Big Daddy Diecast in parts 1 and parts 2 of his box. I definitely just did not have the room, and I can pan over here and you can see where I'm pretty much just stacked up with things that I need to get put away. So we'll come back over here and we'll get this thing cracked open and see what we got inside here from Skip. If you guys haven't been over to Skip's channel, you got to check it out. I swear every time he has a video, you can expect multiple super treasure hunts, because he is I think he's the super treasure hunt whisperer. He just kind of knows the right places and how to get to them. So you definitely want to go check him out, and I'll put his description in the channel description as well, so that you guys can get over there and see what's in there. I'm opening it backwards because all of his information's on the other side, and I don't necessarily need to be sending that to everybody. So we'll go ahead and open it up from this side and we'll see what we got in here. All right, so first up out of the box, we've got a treasure hunt. That was not something that he was supposed to put in there, but hey, I'll take it. I think I already have 2 or 3 of these, and when I see this one, I pick it up because I love the bikes, especially when they do the bikes as treasure hunts. But there's the writing right there, and this would have been the BK's treasure hunt. But I appreciate that one, brother. You didn't have to throw that one in there, but I really appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and set that off over here to the side. And we got something else tucked back in here. Oh yeah. So he knows, and just like he is, we're both JDM heads. So I'm glad he threw this one in here. I have quite a few of these, but I'm going to start cracking some of these open because these are a great platform for doing customs. So as I'm progressing with my custom work, if I make a mistake, I have quite a few of these, and I can, rectify the mistake, or I can use them to just kind of experiment on. And I'm thinking about doing one where I actually take this spoiler off, sanding it down and seeing what it looks like without the spoiler on it, and then doing one with the spoiler on it just for a comparison. So really cool, man. Thank you. You didn't have to throw those in there, but I do appreciate it. Now this is the one that I was really waiting for. This was a trade that we had made a while back, and the second part of the trade wasn't available when I got the first part of the trade in, and once he got it, he packaged it up and sent it. And if you saw my video from Big Daddy Diecast, you know I said I was missing one of the colors from the S14 Liberty Walks, and of course it is this beautiful one right here, and it is none other than the Liberty Walk Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15 in this beautiful red edition. These things were so hard to come by, and so when I had an opportunity to be able to score this in a trade, I definitely wanted to grab this. And it was kind of a 3-way trade. This was supposed to go to somebody else, but in their trade with me, this was part of the trade. So Skip had possession, he forwarded it on to me, and I do really appreciate it. So thank you for that, brother. Thank you for getting it to me safe and sound. And hey, thank you for putting it inside the protector. This is what I would have done with it too. So I do really appreciate you taking the time to do that. So thank you very much. And we will move this out of the way and let's get cracking into box number 2. Move these over to the side right here. And we'll see if we can get into this thing one-handed. I'm not as good at this as some others are, so if I bounce around a lot with the camera, it's because I'm trying not to slice and dice and Benihana my fingers off. So let's see if we can get through this. Nas always packs his packages like Fort Knox, so they're not easy to get into. They're always really well packed, and so I think it's just because he knows how the postal service is here in the United States, and they definitely are not cognizant of taking care of your packages here. So for what we pay for shipping, you guys can see the cost right there just to ship this box, almost $20. They don't take care of them like they should. So and a lot of the times, you know, many of us are buying things that are you know, valuable, and so we want to make sure that they are protected. I'll tell you what is protected though. This label that they've got on here, this thing is like an industrial strength label on here. All right, I think we've got it here enough where I can actually get it open. So yep, there we go. Get that tape piece off of here. Come around. Let me get one more cut on here. It looks like it doesn't want to budge. There we go. I think that's the final one that we needed. All right, let's take a look and see what we've got in here. Oh, okay, this was not in the purchases, so awesome, Nas. All right, so he right away threw in something I was completely not expecting to be in here, and this is out of the Hot Wheels ID. I do have about 5 of these in the box. The majority of mine are actually the chase version, which is on the card. I have about 7 of those, but this is definitely one I did not have, the Porsche 918 Spyder. So let's pop this window open. There she is, sitting right down inside of there. Now I keep mine sealed. I don't take them out. I know some people do take them out, and you know what? That's what they were meant for, to actually be taken out and driven on the track with the chip that's included. You can see the chip right here on the bottom, and this is what would read all of the information. You could download it, you would have your game, and everything could evolve with your car. I don't know why they stopped making these. I don't know if it was a price point and people were not buying them, or people just were not utilizing the app like they thought they would. But Mattel, I'm telling you, you need to bring these back. You need to put them on the individual cards too, because having the opportunity to possibly get a treasure hunt, a super treasure hunt, or an ID, or the unicorn case where you could possibly get all 3, that was awesome. And so I really hope that they decide to you know, put these back into the lineup again, and maybe if enough of us ask for these, we can start seeing the IDs come back again. But super cool, Nas, I appreciate that. We'll set this one off over here to the side. Got some bubble wrap. Oh, we got a shorty in here. Let's see what this one is. Oh, nice. All right, so here we go. 62 Corvette Gasser. I saw this one in the long card format a few times, and I kept saying, I'll come back to get it, I'll come back to get it. And then wouldn't you know it, when you go back to look for something that you thought you would find readily available, you can't find them anymore. And now I have it. Not only do I have it, but I have it in a short card format. So that's super cool. You didn't have to throw that one in there, Nas. I appreciate that, dude. And that's what he does. You don't ever just get whatever you have coming from Nas. He throws some stuff in there that you don't expect, and I definitely didn't expect that. So that's super cool. And we've got another shorty sitting right behind it here, and it's this beautiful 84 Mustang SVO. And as we all know, this would have been the M-Case Super from last year's 2022. I have this in the long card version, but I definitely don't have it in the short card version. And if you stick around and check out my video that should be coming up soon for all of the stuff that's sitting over here, you're gonna get to see quite a few short cards that I picked up in Europe, because that's all they have is short cards in Europe. So definitely was glad to pick some of those up, but I did not see this one. This would have been too old, and a lot of the stuff that I found over in Europe was very current, so it wasn't like I was finding, you know, a year-old stuff. In fact, I was seeing K and J and a little bit of L case starting to come out over there already. So you'll get to see some of that as we go through my finds over there in Europe. But thank you for that, brother. I really appreciate it. All right, Here we go. All right, now this is one of them that I definitely did pick up from the auction. It is one of them that I did not have, and it is out of the factory sealed. And of course, we're talking about last year's B-Case Super Treasure Hunt, and it is the 75 or 73 BMW 3.0 CSL race car. And so I'd been looking for this one for quite a while, trying to find this Super. Last year, I just, no matter how many times I came across B-Case, I never found it. And it's ironic because this year I came across 3 or 4 of the Mercedes from B-Case, but you know, each year some cases give you difficulty. And for me last year, it was B, M, and the L case that gave me the most trouble finding the Supers. So I'm really glad to have gotten this one into the collection. I just recently picked up the AK Super, the 55 Chevy, in a trade. And so really glad that I got this one in the collection. It's even better too that it came out of the 2022 factory sealed set. So that just adds a little more oomph to it when you have it up on your wall and people can see that factory sealed sticker on there. So really cool, glad I was able to get that one. And it was at a really, really good price too. For this soup, I think I paid $25 or $30 for this one, which if you look at the market price for this, they're going anywhere between 40 to 50, and with a factory sealed sticker, it could be anywhere as high as 60. So great Super, love the Spectraflame Gold, and just, it was kind of the theme of last year. We saw the Spectraflame Gold, not only on this one, but we saw it again on the little Golden Nugget EK. So really glad I made this this auction bid, and I won that bid, and I was able to get this one, and it's in beautiful, perfect condition in a protector. So thank you for that, Naz. That is awesome. All right, we have underneath it, oh, all right, so another JDM. There we go. We got a nice, beautiful Ultra Hots out of the first series from this year, number 6 of 8. It is, of course, the Honda Civic. And this one eluded me for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, we got this rush of Ultra Hots into my area. And I was able to pick up not only this one, but a couple of the Silvias as well. So this is definitely in better shape than the last 2 that I found that were pretty beat up. So I'm glad to get one like this. This one is from Naz, so I will keep it the way it sits. It'll stay in this protector like this, and it'll go into my case with some of his customs. I try to keep the things together that people send me so that I can remember who they're from. And I usually put little stickers on the back too that remind me where these came from, so that when I'm going back through my collection, I remember, you know, where it came from. If it doesn't have a name on it, or it doesn't have somebody's, you know, signature on there, it just reminds me where it came from. So, you know, it's not that I have hundreds of people sending me cars, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm old and people forget stuff, so it's easier for me to track. But thank you for that, man. You didn't have to throw that in there. I'm glad you did. It's awesome. I love this car, and I really do appreciate you, man. All right, let's see. We got some stuff down here. Oh, all right, we got something in here. I thought this was just wrapping, but we got something wrapped up inside of this paper. Oh, look at this. All right. So I appreciate when Naz does this. So he sends me cars that have already been cracked so that I don't have to go through the trouble of cracking them. And look at this bad boy right here. This to me looks like a, what is this? It looks like a Toyota Starlet. It is. It's a Toyota Starlet, and this is out of Hot Wheels. So this is actually a metal on metal. So this is a previous premium. He already took the wheels off for me, so I don't have to do the work to crack this thing open. And I have the perfect wheels at the perfect size that will go on this. So guess what? I'm gonna keep this thing sitting just like it is. It's got the front and rear tampos on it already, but I got some perfect wheels that'll go onto this thing. So thank you for that, man. I appreciate not having to do the work like that. And this is another one that'll be awesome to work with. I just highlighted a couple of these from Big Daddy in my last video from him, and it is the Datsun 620. And this is a mainline, but it's actually a mainline 620 I did not have yet. So, yeah, well, okay. This is a little bit weird. So it's got the Kaido House information on it. Is this a Kaido House with a Hot Wheels base? I don't know, or did he put the slides on there? It looks like a Kaido House, but I don't think they've done any 620s. So I think this is one that he's just kind added some slides to. You guys tell me, because now I'm a little confused. This is definitely really, really cool. This doesn't look like a Hot Wheels. This looks like something Junimai would have done with a Kaido house. So this may be a Kaido house that he was able to find a Hot Wheels base for and throw it on here. So that's actually really cool. Now I'm gonna have to find some wheels for this one, and I think I have some Steely, the ones that are I can't think right now. The ones that are the aftermarket wheels from Hot Wheels, the Steelies, but it's the real riders. So that would look great on this with the little low profile tires and have this sitting on a nice little stance like that. Super cool, Naz. Thank you for that, brother. I really appreciate that. I wasn't expecting anything like this. So if you guys know where this one is from, I'm going to do a little research myself, but leave it in the comments and let me know where this one is from. It looks like it is an actual Kaido house with a Hot Wheels base, which is kind of cool, but we'll see. All right, put that one over to the side. That is super, super cool. All right, here we go. Let's get this sticker out of here. All right. Oh, we got some more of these Hondas, and there you go. It is this beautiful 73 Honda Civic Custom. I absolutely love this little car. I can't wait for the new colors to start hitting. I'm going to get every single one of them, of course. But I do want to have some to customize. So what I'll do is I'll swap this one up onto the wall where mine is at. I'll take mine off of the wall and I'll use that one to customize, and this one will stay up there because I do have some wheels that are, I think these are the 12s or the 11s that can go on there. It might even be smaller than that, so I'll have to take a look at what size goes on here, but I think I have some small enough to fit these little guys like this, and we'll go ahead and swap it on there. I want to put something really gaudy and you know, with a really weird offset on it so they kind of stick out of the side, and we'll see how that looks. But I'll probably redo the paint on this one as well. I'll try to salvage the Honda badge there, and I'll probably have to get some fresh tampos that I can throw onto this, but that's really cool, man. Thank you for that. And I see another great one sitting right underneath it, and of course I'm talking about this beauty right here, the Honda CRX. I love this little car. I'm so glad that they are starting to push these out again. I did see one in one of the 20 packs that is a new color that's coming out. If any of you guys have seen the new 20 packs that are coming out, and it's a beautiful, it's like a black green, really beautiful looking paint scheme on it. It's not the one that is the you know, the one that is up in the window. It's down in the rest of the car, so it should be one we see coming out on card. It's not an exclusive in the box, so we should see this one on card in that black green color. But really glad he sent me this one. This is definitely one I needed an extra one of too, because I want to make some custom, so I'll do the same thing. I'll swap this out and I'll put mine in the custom pile, and I'll put Naz's back up on the wall. Oh, I see some more JDMs down here in the bottom. Look at these. All right. Oh, and how awesome is this? I got a short card for the Toyota Supra, and this of course is the 96 Supra, not the new GR Supra, but the 96. But this is even more special because it's in a short card, and he included a long card version in there for me as well. So these were all things, none of these last few that I pulled out, including the ID, those ones that were already cracked, the Ultra Hot, none of those were included in what I picked up from the auction. So these are all extras. He's always doing this, so generous. I appreciate you, Naz. Thank you for that, dude. These are super, super cool. You can never have enough Supras, so I don't care what anybody says. Supras for days. And I see one more in here. Now I have quite a few of these, and it's just because I have buddies that collect JDM just like I do, and I have nephews who collect JDM. So my sons love JDM, I love JDM. This is probably one of my favorite castings that they have made of the Honda, the EF. EK is my favorite, but this is probably my second. And hopefully we'll see some better wheels on the EGs that are coming out in those custom drags, because I'd like to see one that's set up in a non-drag format, that just set up in a base in that like nice teal color that they made in the mid 90s. But these EFs are super cool. I'll buy these every time they come out too. This is another one of those models where you could put this out. I'd love to see them do it in the notchback as well, because this came not only in the hatch version, but in this same year, my buddy in high school had a notchback version of this, the 4-door. So I'd love to see the four-door Civic made too, because that was an iconic vehicle too, and I think it would be great to see that in the EF non-hatch, but in the actual regular body sedan. So that would be super cool. But thanks for that, brother. All right, so these are the last couple that I picked up from the auction. First one is this beauty right here, and I'm talking about the Mazda RX-7 FD. I absolutely love this car. You guys know I go on and on about the FD. Anytime I see an FD, I pick it up. I don't care how many I have. This one was in the auction. I grabbed it because the price on it was unbelievable. I was like, yep, I'm getting it. I already have one, but I'm getting one anyways, because you never know. This could be one that I use for customs, or this could be one that I just keep as a spare in case somebody needs one of these. So I won't give this one up. This one will get the little sticker tag on the back that says it's from Naz, and I will put my other one in my extras box so that when I go to make trades, or if somebody says that they need one, then I have one to hook up. But absolutely beautiful. All right, so this is one that I did pick up from the auction, and it's one that I had been needing for the collection. And of course, in the same vein, it is this beautiful Mazda RX-7 FD. This is the Orange Julius. I know sometimes people confuse this one with Dom's RX-7. It was actually the same car. They just repainted it or retampoed it in the Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. And they used the exact same car, took the stickers off that were on there for Dom's car, and reused it and put the new stickers on there for the Orange Julius. Of course, we know Orange Julius is the one that at the end of the race, he was not wanting to damage his beautiful FD Mazda, so he hit the brakes rather than jumping across the bridge. But this had been one that was missing from my collection for the longest time, so when I saw the ability to grab this, I definitely went for it, and so I'm so glad that I did. In hand, it's just exactly as awesome as I thought it would be, so thanks for that one, brother. I really appreciate it. And last but not least, we have this guy right here. And it is this beautiful Nissan 240SX, also out of the Fast and Furious. You recognize this one. This would have been from, I believe, the Fast and Furious movie, the first ones of the Fast and the Furious. So super cool. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for, oh, nope, I've got something else in here. Sorry, I almost cut it short. Let's see what this one is all about. I got another one wrapped up in paper. Oh, look at that. So he threw this one in too. This is another one that is out of, I can't remember, is this the Mountain Drifters? No, the Mountain Drifters was all colorful. I don't know where this one came from, but this is a Hot Wheels Premium. It is, of course, the AE86 Hachiroku, Toyota Celica, or sorry, Toyota Corolla 86. Absolutely a beautiful car. I do not have this one in the collection, so I'm so glad he included it. Thank you for this one. I really appreciate you, Naz. You didn't have to do this, and I'm so fortunate that, you know, we became friends, and you've always taken care of me, man, and I do really appreciate it, and that's why I try to support you when I can with your fundraisers for Ukraine. So thank you for that, man. All right, I'm just double checking, make sure he didn't slip anything else in the box. Looks like we are all good and all clear. And so that's it. That was the mail call. 2 boxes came in. Stay tuned for my upcoming European tour and all of the things that I picked up from there. I've got multiple skills. I've got things that you can't get here in the United States, some of the brands that you probably never heard of, and some of the premium brands over there that I was introduced to from some collectors over there in Italy and Spain. So I'm really glad I got to hook up with some of those guys. They kind of schooled me on the fact that there's more to life than Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Auto World, Johnny Lightning, and Greenlight. There are a lot of premium car manufacturers out there that I didn't really know about. So super cool. Glad I got to be there, and keep an eye out for that. So until next time, guys, it's Super JDM Diecast with a mail call, and I am out.